is Nelia, and today I'm going to show you how I transform from work to the weekend, okay? Boom. So let's get started. So here I'm just saying hello and telling you to put on some music. But first you want to start by taking any accessories out of your hair. Here I have 2 flat twists in the front and the rest are just regular size twists. This is like my go-to natural hairstyle and it's perfect for when you want to put on wigs and things. So here we go. I'm taking out the 2 flat twists and I'm putting on my wig net thing to hold the back in place. And we're going to take out the 2 front flat twists. So basically what you're seeing me do is get the front part ready to go into a top bun because the hairstyle, like you saw, is a half up, half down. So basically I'm doing a lot of water, brushing, gelling down, putting on some edge control, you know, the whole 9 to get a nice sleek top bun. So what I'm using right here is that L'Oreal oil serum thing that I showed you guys in my last influencer unboxing video. So go check that out if you guys want to see this stuff. This was my first time really using it and it gave a great show. So So here we're basically done with the bun, just sleeking down our edges with the toothbrush and whatnot, you know, the usual. I'm just gonna lay it down with a scarf and let it sit while I do my makeup. So before we do this, I just want you guys to know I do not do makeup like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I just throw things together. But I already did my foundation and everything in this. I will do another video on that because that's a tedious, long, boring process. But here I'm just touching up the contour with my Black Radiance powder in Rich Mahogany. Just touching that up, deepening it. Then we're just gonna brush away the excess setting powder with my MAC powder foundation in the color NW40 with a big fluffy brush. This is just a NYX white eyeshadow base. I'm just putting that on as, of course, my base and to make the colors pop and to last longer. Alright, here goes some colors. Now, the first color is from the palette, the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're using the color Golden Ochre. I'm just using this as like a transition shade, just getting the crease ready, a little bit above the crease. And I apologize in advance, I used like 5 palettes in this look because I didn't know what I was doing and what I was going for. You know how you just start doing your makeup and hope for the best? That's what this is. This is a real transform experience. Alright, so next is Burnt Orange from the same Modern Renaissance palette. This is my go-to palette. I usually always start with this palette. I just love the shades in this thing. So we're basically doing the same thing we did with the first color, just a little closer to the crease, you know. I'm just warming up my eye, starting to darken it. I think what I was going for is just starting light to dark and then topping it off with some glitter, which is my usual go-to. Next, we're using the Juvia's palette. This is the Masquerade one, and we are playing with Zulu. And just like I said before, just steepening up the crease. I spray all my brushes with this Rose Water by Mario Badescu, which I know you guys probably heard about. I just spray the brushes and it helps get the pigment and make it brighter and just nicer, and like it brings out its true shade. So yeah, just going back and forth. I'm bringing the color down a little more, so we're just starting up high and coming down low. Next from that same palette is the color Burkina, which is another dark brown shade, and we're bringing that one all the way down, just touching top of the crease, coming down. Like I said, you guys, I'm not a pro at this. I just know where I want to be and I'm gonna figure out how to get there, okay? And we're also starting to bring things down to our lower eyelid. What do you guys call that? Lower lash line. Boom. Bringing it down to our lower lash line. I really wanted to get some colors down there this time. So back to Modern Renaissance, we're playing with the color, what is that? Oh, Cypress Umber. I don't know how to say that, y'all. But as you can see, this is the part where you're like what are you doing, girl? But I was just patting it in. This color is like the richest, darkest color in this palette. Like when I put it on my eye, I always try to be very careful and small with it. As you see here, it kind of became a mess. But I promise you, blending, 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 blending is your best friend, and it will look great in the end. So this is the part where I start bringing everything down to the lower lash line a little bit, trying to, I guess it was like a smoky look I guess I was doing, but you know, just bringing some color down there. So after lots of blending, we want to start playing with the center of the eye, and for this I took out my Carly Bible, the first edition palette she came out with, and I used that top left upper light shade. There's no names on this palette, at least not mine, unless I missed something, but yeah, this top light shade. Then we're going to top that shade off, going back to the Juvia's Place palette with the color Dahlia. So we're going to use this shimmery shade to go on top of that matte pale shade. So the dress I wore this night was like a burgundy red color. So this is the part where I want to get most of that burgundy red color to my bottom eyelid, lash line, yeah, whatever you know what I mean. So I took the same Juvia's Place palette and played with Ada, and then I topped it with that purple shade and Carly Bible's palette. I'm just going back and forth trying to get like this burgundy look in my bottom lower lash line. Looking back, I could have done something better with this. I'm not sure, but it didn't pop as much as I wanted to, as you'll see in the end. But that's what I was going for here. Of course, you have to add a little wing liner. My favorite go-to liner at the moment is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Liner in very black or whatever. This is my go-to liner, and it's okay, you know, gets the job done. I haven't really found a good liner that I like. I kind of like the Milani liners, but I can never find them anymore. But here I am just doing a simple wing and then going back and filling it in. Of course, no makeup looks complete without some lashes. Those are the Allure lashes. These are the ones that are for definition. This is the one in the orange box, and I like these. This is my first time wearing them, and I actually really like how they are, and they weren't too expensive either. So now we're just giving ourselves some inner eye highlight. I like to use the Carly Bible highlighters at the bottom of the palette, the two middle ones, and I just use a little Q-tip because it was just clean and precise. I don't really like messing around with my eyes too much because I have contacts in and everything, so I like to keep it as clean as possible. And I also, you know, spray my highlight brush with the rose water, and I use the same highlights for the rest of my face. I forgot to mention that the mascara that I have on my lower eyelashes is my fave go-to, the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama, you know, the basics, the one with the red and purple top. And that is my go-to for my bottom lashes, and I think I put a little bit on the top lashes as well. Next for my lips, I'm going in with the MAC Color Current, which is like a dark purple shade just to outline the lips. And then I think, yes, I go in with the MAC Nicki Minaj lip gloss in the color Rude. And then I decide later that that's not light enough for me, and I follow it up with ColourPop's Beeper, the matte lipstick, right in the middle. Then if I'm wearing off the shoulder dresses or whatever, I like to highlight my clavicle and my shoulders and just, add extra papa shine down there. Alright, so now back to the hair. You can recognize this wig if you've watched my video. This is Mogan, Las Mogan. I trimmed her. I cut her actually. I took a good couple of inches off. But she's back and she's ready to go out. Okay, so my edges are laid to the gods. And I'm just about to add Las Mogan to the back. You have to add a lot of not safety pins, wow, bobby pins to Las Mogan because she doesn't have a side comb, which I still don't understand why they didn't put a side comb in this girl. But anyway, so here I am just adding some bobby pins, and I had to take my bun out because it wasn't working just keeping it in that way, so I had to redo the bun, but my edges were still laid, so that's okay. So here you see me adding parts of Las Mogan mixed in with my real hair to recreate the bun, and this is really smart, just for blending and making it all look seamless. So that's basically what the rest of this is, just me creating this bun, tucking and pinning and tucking and pinning. And here I am using the L'Oreal Oil Shine again, but this time on my half wig, and it actually got rid of some frizz and actually, added some shine, so that was really nice. But that's basically it, you guys. This is how I went from work to weekend. I hope you guys like this video. If you like videos like this from me, please let me know in the comments below and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!